have a look in the garden. These are Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, most of these. And then over here in the back, we have some early girl hybrids. Ooh, we got some more red ones. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, you little. I'm gonna kill that thing. Pick in here, get these off. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh. Yeah, they got to this one too. Well, that's what happens when you don't use any pesticides. Is you're gonna have some insect damage. It's just gonna happen. But at least you know that, they're not poisoned because the bugs are still alive. So clearly they're good. Guess that's one way to look at bug damage. So dry. And yet, still fruity. Some watermelons here. Cucumbers. Zucchinis. Oh, I need to pick these zucchinis. Oh, I need to start picking these zucchinis too. This row and this row and this row are the second planting. These are all from seed. All of this stuff out there is all transplants that we bought from the store this year. It was a lot easier this year to just buy transplants, call it good, and we're off to the races. That lovely orange pumpkin. But yeah, these zucchinis are growing like crazy. And apparently, pickles need picked too. So what I'm gonna do, I'll grab this bucket, this tub. I think those are pickles still. Sorry, cucumbers technically. That's what these are. But they will be pickles very quickly. They used to double check things. Ooh, I just broke that plant. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it wasn't the main line. I don't think it was. These are going to be great pickle spears. These are way too big to be small pickles. I mean, some of these are going to be perfect size for baby pickles. See, and that's only a couple days of not picking. And they get big fast. And you can just go ahead and pick these little guys, because all that's going to do is tell the plant to produce more fruit. So you're going to have more and more pickles. Now this is not a pickle type cucumber. This is a slicing type cucumber. And it is substantially different. Everything about it is substantially different. Now, I think some of their pickles, or some of their cucumbers, got in with the other pickles. Because these look like those. These don't. I guess they're all still the same because they don't have the spines like that. Okay, we're gonna need this thing. Okay. So you just gently twist. It does, like, technically, theoretically, if you want to leave the best situation for your plants, you probably want to cut it with a knife. Okay, but then you're also risking transferring disease from one plant to another. So for me, the damage that happens as I twist it, there's the camera. The damage that happens as I twist it is marginal compared to the damage that happens from cutting them off. Now you can also just break them off. There we go. Breaking them off also works very well. These are zucchini, by the way. Now, when they get much bigger than that, they're going to start to get really tough. And at that point, I've been known to give them to the animals instead of eating them. Because they're kind of, if you're going to make a bunch of zucchini bread, you can do that. Use these big ones, and even bigger ones, and you can make all the zucchini bread that you and all your neighbors are going to eat. That's a lot. But they're not great for fresh eating or for like sauteing, frying up, something like that. Then you're going to want something that's more less, I should say, less tough. And we have a acorn squash. Some more acorn squash. An acorn squash like this are winter squash, so you can store them for a while. Except when they do this. This you can't store for a while. At least that's what I was told. When they have weird colors. I can't confirm or deny that. That's just what I was told. So it's what I'm gonna go with. I think that's the last of the picking today. This is from a 115-pound protein tub for goats. That's what that container is. So it's probably about 35 gallons, 25 gallons. I'm not sure. Look at the beautiful corn though. I kind of went with what my uncle told me quite a few years ago. You fertilize it until you can hear it grow. I didn't quite fertilize it that much. If I did, it would be darker green than those blackberries up there. But these are starting to catch up a little bit. Not really. They're greening up though. But the rest of this patch is absolutely beautiful. I'm pretty happy with this. Now, when you're going to grow sweet corn on a small scale, something to know is that this is your tassel. So it's going to throw these little flakes down when the wind blows, when anything happens, the leaves move, things like that. Those little flakes of pollen have to land down in the ears, where the ears are. Okay, so what you want is multiple rows next to each other in close succession, because you don't have to worry about walking through there. You can just use your hose and water your corn on the bottom. You can get plenty of water down there. You don't have to worry about the overhead, even though the corn plants do kind of direct water back towards the main plant, the stalk. So like, even if you did just overhead water, most of the water is still going to get down there, theoretically. I prefer just watering it. but that's just me. You see that? That is a sign of a problem in your garden. That's a mole hole. Right down in the middle of that, there's gonna be a, yep, I can feel it right down there. There's a tunnel. There's a tunnel in here where they burrow. Because they like to destroy the gardens. I can't feel it. Maybe that way. Probably is. They like to mess with the corn plants and eat the roots. Well, now that I know that I have a mole problem again this year, I'm going to have to take care of that. Because I've got potatoes right here and in there that I want this year, and I have sweet potatoes down there. Moles love corn roots, they love potatoes, carrots, which I also have carrots over here, so I'm gonna have to correct that problem for sure. Well, thank y'all for watching. I do completely appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful day, great week, and I'll see you next time.